Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our National Family Service. We hope you will enjoy this 1 hour experience with us and really see it as a time for families from all around the world to come together. We invite you to share the warmth and love of our community and catch the spirit of how God is working through our movement. This morning, we want to invite God, our Heavenly Parent, into the Sunday service. So today, don't let all the distractions get in the way. This is a spiritual morning, one we want to celebrate as a family. Whether you're watching on your computer, your phone, or TV, I want to invite you to participate fully. You're welcome to sing along with us. You can laugh along with us and applaud whenever you feel moved. Let's just really open our hearts and let God speak to us in a way we need it the most. So let's kick it off with our opening song. For our opening song today, we're heading over to Seattle to hear the Grandstrom father-daughter duo singing the holy song, Song of the Garden. Let's sing along with them.
The Lord into his garden comes, the spices yield a rich perfume. The lilies grow and thrive, the lilies grow and thrive, refreshing showers of grace divine from the Father flows to every vine, and makes the dead revive, and makes the dead revive. Oh, that this dry and barren ground in springs of water may abound. A fruitful soil become, a fruitful soil become. The desert blossoms as the rose, when the Savior conquers all his foes, and makes his people one, and makes his people one. Come, brethren, you that love the Lord, and taste the sweetness of his word. In Father's ways go on, in Father's ways go on. Our troubles and our trials here will only make us richer there, when we arrive at home, when we arrive at home.
Thank you, Brian and Miyuki Grandstrom. Now, we'll head over to Los Angeles, California to Mrs. Akemi Krishnik, Sub-Regional Leader Couple of Sub-Region 5 for our opening prayer.
Join prayer. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and the true parents. Beautiful Sunday morning. We are so happy to attend the Sunday service, National Sunday service. We are so grateful. We are so happy. Thank you for everything. And we respect Dr. Kim family and Reverend Demion Dunkley family. There are two of them. They are so beautiful harmony. We really move it. We really feel so beautiful. Such a love each other, trust each other, respect each other, and we can learn so much. Okay, thank you. And thank you, true mothers, your love, your guidance, and your memoirs. And we learn so much. And thank you for the Peace Start With Me and Rally of Hope and Peace Rally. It is so exciting in our life. Yes, thank you for true mothers. And now is our responsibilities that we can help true mothers and we can work together and realize heavenly kingdom. Please guide Reverend Kevin Thompson, today the main speaker. Please give a lot of heavenly spirit, and we can learn a lot of things from him. Thank you very much. Please be with us. I report Chris Nick, Breast Center Family. Adieu.
Adieu.
Good morning. Welcome to the National Family Service.
Our international community was founded by Father and Mother Moon, whom we call our true parents.
True parents have taken up the mission bestowed upon them by Jesus Christ to help us all reconnect and fortify our relationship with God through a deeper understanding called the Divine Principle, and by receiving the Holy Marriage Blessing.
To learn more about our community, just type #connect on the Facebook chat or sign the guest book on the nationalfamilyservice.org.
On our website, you'll find all the links you'll need for tithing, community meetups, kid resources, and more.
We'd love to hear your ideas and feedback at any time.
Just hit the send message button on our Facebook page to chat with one of our online ushers.
Thank you for joining us today. We can't wait to get connected with you.
Now I'd like to invite you to enjoy some Godable this morning, featuring an excerpt from the Cheonsung Gyeong, which is a compilation of Father and Mother Moon's words.
In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve were supposed to become one body with God, in both spirit and flesh. However, because Adam and Eve could not become one body with God and lost the position of true parents, people have to be born again through the body of the true parents, with God as the center. In the Bible, Jesus told Nicodemus, "Very truly I tell you, no one can see the kingdom of God without being born from above." Then Nicodemus asked, "How can anyone be born after having grown old? Can one enter a second time into the mother's womb and be born?" John 3:34. People must be born again. You have to deny your old self and be born again. So in order to be born again, you must deny your old self. If you do not deny yourself, you cannot prepare the motivation within yourself to be born again.
Thank you for those beautiful words. Now, I have the pleasure of welcoming our Family Federation International Vice President, Dr. Ki-Hoon Kim, and Reverend Damian Dunkley, the President of Family Federation in the United States. Good morning to both of you. We're so excited to hear from you this morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Reverend Dunkley and Sichka. Thank you so much for your great MC.
Morning.
How are you doing, Reverend Dunkley?
Good.
You and your family. I heard you went to some special place last weekend with your family.
You want me to share briefly? 30 seconds?
Why not?
Well, so I think it was so my wife's birthday was on Thursday, and she wanted to, for a long time, she wanted to take a family trip to, Pennsylvania to see the Amish. And so, actually, honestly speaking, none of the children were particularly excited because their concept is like going back into history or something like that. But everybody, I think we all really enjoyed this very unique experience. We did a horse and buggy ride, and, we went to an old farm. We got to, pet smelly cows and smelly dogs and, horse, everything really like a farm style. Fresh homemade root beer, homemade ice cream. We did all the things you have to do We even ate, Dr. Kim, at a traditional Amish restaurant. Everything's fresh from the farm. We noticed not so much the seasoning, of course, very simple and but very honest kind of I don't know, anyway, very simple. And we had a wonderful trip, Dr. Kim, just spending time as a family. And that's something I really recommend, of course, as a family. I know many people do it. If you can stop what you're doing for a day and go somewhere together, it's very meaningful to make memories. So I'll post some photos to Facebook sometime soon.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful time. Once again, thank you. And happy birthday to Yumiko-san, your wife.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last Sunday service, I was so moved about that Bishop Thomas and Sichika's testimony about the true mother's rally of hope. And, many families, I think 1,000 families, they send the reflections, how they inspired true mother's messages. And please let True Mother message on our website all the time, and they can utilize True Mother's message to their witnessing contact or tribal Messiah activities and many other purposes. I heard that you got just this morning about how internationally responded. So can you share with us?
Yes, Dr. Kim. So members, brothers, sisters, usually you hear a little bit more from Dr. Kim. But we just got this video in. Even we didn't watch it entirely yet. It just downloaded. So we're going to roll that video now, and then we're going to hear from Reverend Thompson is our main speaker today, coming up shortly. But first, we thought we'd give you the first viewing access to this video. It's about 20 minutes. It's a report from Dr. Yoon in Korean. So I hope you all studied your Korean well. But if you pay attention, you'll hear Hyunuk So, his voice translating for us. Thank you, Hyunuk, so much. So also, by the way, we got a wonderful HJ News, Dr. Kim. We might share next week, or, if brothers and sisters, you can watch that sometime today. It's very inspiring. But in the meantime, how about we play this video that we just downloaded, just sent from Dr. Yoon from Korea. Ready?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Kim. Let's roll tape.
Beloved leaders of Chanilguk and blessed families, good morning. This is Yoon Young-ho, Director General of International Headquarters. Please join me in first giving True Mother, the Mother of Peace, a warm round of applause on the great victory of the Rally of Hope for the realization of a heavenly unified world, held as part of the second 7-year Canaan course for the firm establishment of Chanilguk and for True Mother's proclamation of Heavenly Parents' Holy Community.
큰 박수를 올려주시면 좋겠습니다.
As we all saw, this rally of hope was True Mother's great gift of love to humanity. Current and former heads of state testified that at a time when humanity feels lost and burdened by the weight of COVID-19, True Mother, the Mother of Peace, and the movement she is leading, is offering a ray of hope for humanity in the current darkness.
우리의 운동이야말로 암울한 세계의 희망의 비침을 이구동성으로 증거했습니다.
True Mother also tearfully testified about Heavenly Parent, reminding us that it is when we attend the original parent, God, with profound hyojong as the original Heavenly Parent, that we can realize a world of lasting peace, a heavenly unified world of peace through interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. I believe that this rally of hope brought the greatest joy to Heavenly Parent. Please join me in offering another warm round of applause to True Mother. Furthermore, I wish to offer my heartfelt thanks to the regional group chairs, UPF chairs, and special emissaries for their incredible efforts in the outreach of VVIPs, mobilization of participants, and promotion of the rally. Moreover, I wish to offer special thanks to the field leaders and members for your prayers, participation, and good wishes. Beloved leaders of Chanilguk and blessed families, as we all know, following True Father's ascension, True Mother made the firm resolve to firmly establish Chanilguk until she ascends. Ever since, she has moved inexorably. On January 13 of the beginning year of Chanilguk, True Mother proclaimed Foundation Day and opened the era of Chanilguk, launched the first 7-year Canaan course for the firm establishment of Chanilguk, led the Providence to restore 7 nations and 7 religious denominations, and laid the foundation for restoration at the continental level. On this unprecedented foundation of victory, True Mother led us through the events celebrating True Parents' centenary and 60th Holy Wedding anniversary, as well as the long-awaited firm establishment of Chanilguk. Despite such historic achievements, True Mother did not stop. Eager to usher in the day when Heavenly Parent can be attended at the global level, True Mother proclaimed the second 7-year Canaan course for the firm establishment of Chanilguk on February 9 during the victory celebration for the 2020 events and the launch of the 2027 Providence. True Mother's providential agenda is to restore the continental level True Parents' Day, the continental level True Children's Day, and the continental level Day of All True Things in 2027, during the 60th anniversary of Heavenly Parents' Day, to be celebrated in the Cheonil Sanctum of Cheonwon-gung. On that foundation, True Mother seeks to realize the completion of the Providence through the firm establishment of the heavenly unified world and the launch of the heavenly cosmos. True Mother's singular determination to realize this providence means that even now she pushes herself beyond the limits of human endurance, risking her health and enduring through countless obstacles. In the midst of this grand providential plan, the Rally of Hope for the Realization of a Heavenly Unified World took place at the Cheongshim Peace World Center on August 9 with the enthusiastic participation of all regions. This rally took place exactly 6 months since the end of the 2020 events on February 9. The August 9 rally was held under the umbrella of Heavenly Parents Holy Community, with FFWPU and UPF being the joint hosts. As the first online rally in the unification movement's history, the participation goal for this rally was 1 million people, not 1 million unidentifiable people watching through live broadcast, but 1 million people who shared contact information with us. The global mobilization goal was 1.5 million people, 300,000 for Korea, 300,000 for Japan, 100,000 for North America, 300,000 for Africa, 100,000 for Europe, and 100,000 for Latin America, and 300,000 for Asia. Since the rally took place at 10 a.m. Korean time, mobilization was not based on regional membership, but upon participation potential determined through discussions and consensus. Furthermore, the August rally is not a one. On August 8 at midnight Korean time was 1,552,588 participants. Once the rally was over, the total number of registered participants was 2,553,256 people across 932,850 locations in Korea, Japan, North America, Africa, Europe, Latin America, and Asia. What an amazing outcome. One reason for the overwhelming participation in the Rally of Hope was the active promotion that took place from July 31st to August 9 throughout the world. 4 commercials about Heavenly Parents' Holy Community and the Rally of Hope, several posters and banner advertisements were shared throughout the world in different languages. According to data gathered, nearly 340 million people viewed our promotional material either directly or through secondary and tertiary sources. 3 million direct views on YouTube and 5.5 million direct views on Facebook were recorded. Furthermore, more than 1.6 million people expressed an interest in attending the rally. Such unprecedented numbers really feel like miracles. Besides direct participation, a robust broadcast operation that began 7 years ago during the various national-level blessings and summits was initiated. Influential broadcasters were contacted, and several agreed to broadcast the rally live. The International Media Association for Peace, the Washington Times, the Seike Times, and the Sekai Nippo played key roles in promoting the event, and the media directors in each region made superlative efforts in promoting and broadcasting the rally. As a result of such spirited efforts, 191 million people across 150 nations were touched by broadcasts by 188 stations. The full list of broadcasters includes national and civilian broadcasters in South Africa, Nigeria, Niger, Senegal, and so on, such as DSTV for Africa, national and civilian broadcasters in Cambodia, the Philippines, Thailand, India, Fiji, and so on for Asia, national and civilian broadcasters and radios in Brazil, Paraguay, El Salvador, Honduras, Bolivia, Mexico, Costa Rica, and so on for Latin America, and civilian media in Albania, Kosovo, Croatia, and the UK, as well as a robust social media presence for Europe. The majority of the broadcasters carried the event live and rebroadcast the rally during prime time.
각 방송사별 프라임 타임에 근본 희망 전진대회를 정식 프로그램으로 배정해 계속해서 재방송을 하고 있습니다.
Besides these broadcasts, over 5,000 media around the world covered the rally, and the viewership count as of yesterday exceeds 230 million views. Beloved leaders of Chanilguk and blessed families, even as I report these numbers, I feel as if in a dream. I firmly believe that this miracle of love was prepared by heaven for True Mother. The unprecedented coverage of the August 9 rally owes a lot to a meticulous media strategy and robust media network. However, the central cause behind the great success of this rally is the host, True Mother, and the eminent dignitaries who honored us with their presence and keynote addresses. I would like to take this time to specially recognize Mrs. Paula White, spiritual advisor to President Trump, for her message and prayer, the Honorable Ban Ki-moon, 8th UN Secretary General, for his welcoming remarks, the Honorable Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Honorable Tate Chuichi, former President of the House of Councilors of Japan, for their congratulatory remarks, His Excellency Samdech Hun Sen, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, His Excellency Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Senegal, His Excellency Brigui Rafini, Prime Minister of the Republic of Niger, His Excellency Jimmy Morales, former President of the Republic of Guatemala, His Excellency Alfred Moisio, former President of Albania, and the Right Honorable Stephen Harper, 22nd Prime Minister of Canada, for their keynote addresses. The presence, uniformity of content, and participation of such illustrious leaders in our rally was unprecedented. What was truly moving and remarkable was that all leaders recognized the role of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values in addressing the severe challenges of today's world and providing hope for humanity and future generations, as well as giving remarkable testimonies about True Mother. The majority of testimonies sent by members and blessed families touched on the pride they felt seeing the positive participation of famed world leaders. Beloved leaders and blessed families, the secret to the rally's success is True Mother. For the past 7 years, True Mother's determination to firmly establish Cheonilguk has remained steadfast. Unable to take off her shoes to properly rest, True Mother has gone from north to south, east to west, traveling the world to embrace her beloved children with true love and 정성. On the foundation of True Mother's incredible 7 years of 정성, 10,000 representative leaders from 171 nations around the world, including 120 current and former heads of states, prime ministers, speakers, parliamentarians, ministers, religious leaders, business leaders, media personalities, academicians, and so on, gathered for World Summit 2020. On the foundation of World Summit 2020's victory and centering on True Mother's victory, ISCP, IAPP, IAPD, IAED, IMAP, and IAAP were launched in all 7 regions of the world and through over 100 webinars, a strong online network, and robust platform connected to True Mother could be forged. All these initiatives became brushstrokes in the grand providential endeavor centered on True Mother that resulted in the current miraculous providential masterpiece we saw and experienced. Beloved Cheonilguk leaders and blessed families, the planning of the August 9 rally began last February during the launch of the 2027 Providence for the realization of a heavenly unified world. Many people think that this rally was held online due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but the motivation behind the rally lies elsewhere. Within a few years, a great transition of platform will take place, and anticipating this change, a strategic decision was made to be future-proof. Projects such as SpaceX's Starlink or Amazon's Project Kuiper aim to provide high-speed internet worldwide by 2025 by launching tens of thousands of satellites at relatively lower altitudes. Such projects are at the forefront of the digital platform revolution. The era of instant communication and exchange True Mother repeatedly emphasizes is upon us. The recent fight for hegemony between the US and China is quickly expanding to the digital platform. If the fight for global hegemony in the past was based on oil and natural resources, the current fight for hegemony has moved to a race for hegemony over platforms, especially digital ones. The US is leading cutting-edge initiatives to connect the world through projects such as SpaceX and Amazon's Project Kuiper. China is investing big in its One Belt, One Road initiative with a strong emphasis on digital infrastructure. In other words, supremacy on digital-based platforms is at the core of both nations' long-term strategies. However, a unified world cannot be realized if God remains absent from any platform and selfishness takes precedence. God cannot be the heavenly parent in such circumstances. In other words, the heavenly unified world cannot be realized. Having carefully observed and analyzed current trends and what it means for us, the August 9 rally was planned on a digital platform as a live two-way online gathering using the latest augmented reality to add realism and immersion to the program, but also to be future-proof. Going forward, International Headquarters will continue its use of such a digital platform and launch a portal site for Heavenly Parents' Holy Community. Within this portal, functions such as video conferencing, live two-way concerts and performances, multi-language chatting services, multi-channel networks, webzines, and much more will be offered. The data for the 1.5 million rally participants will be managed through this portal with the consent of the participants. Dear Cheonilguk leaders and blessed families, this Rally of Hope was an amazing event that started with everyone's utmost devotion and ended as a miracle. Not all the stories from around the world have been compiled yet. But for example, in Cambodia, the entire event was broadcast live on Cambodian State Broadcasting, which has 12 million viewers among a total population of 15 million. Under the direction of the government, the governors of the 25 provinces of Cambodia and all of the government officials attended. They were moved and impressed, and some amazing reports were made to the central government. Notably, as I was speaking to welcome people to the event, His Excellency Samdech Hun Sen uploaded on his official Facebook page a video explaining how to register in the rally, together with a video about World Summit 2020. Furthermore, in Oceania, the national television station of Fiji broadcast throughout the entire island nation, and Prime Minister Tuilaepa Malielagaoi of the island nation of Samoa participated in the Rally of Hope broadcast from start to finish, together with our Samoa national leader. In Nepal, there were also some surprising gatherings in which the former Vice President of Nepal and sitting members of Parliament attended the conference live with Heavenly Asia Pacific UPF Chair Eknath Dakal. In the case of Heavenly Japan, more than 300 dignitaries, including former Secretary of State Hiroshi Kumagai, former Defense Agency Minister Yoshinori Ono, members of parliaments, mayors and city council members from 5 districts, shared the occasion with our official UPF leaders. The International Association of Youth and Students for Peace played a role of integrated operations center for this rally, specially made every effort to ensure the attendance of 100,000 people, including young leaders such as young ministers and parliamentarians. Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank them. Beloved Cheonilguk leaders and blessed families, there is one unforgettable scene in my memory. It is from a photograph sent to me by a leader from heavenly Latin America, depicting the bright smiles of members in the city of Potosi in Bolivia, situated 4,000 meters above sea level, taking part in the rally via live TV broadcast. Latin America public TV networks in nations such as Brazil, Paraguay, and Ecuador cover the entire Latin America region, and members and ambassadors for peace in rural villages could also attend the Rally of Hope via live broadcast. In addition, dignitaries in Korea, Japan, America, Africa, Europe, and so on took part in the rally from beginning to end via live internet and TV broadcast. One leader said that miracles don't always take the form of Moses parting the Red Sea. For this Rally of Hope was indeed a great miracle among miracles. I too believe this to be the case. The organizing committee will edit the video of the rally into 1 hour, 2 hour, and full-length versions, which we will continue making the Rally of Hope available on the national level. Beloved Cheonilguk leaders and blessed families, The Rally of Hope was hosted by ISCP. In the future, we plan to continue holding rallies of hope spearheaded by IAPP, IAPD, IMAP, IAAP, among others. I am confident that we will thus be able to create a new platform for powerful witnessing, a creation of witnessing environments for the firm settlement of the unified heavenly world. By so doing, I believe we will achieve the firm establishment of Chanilgok, where all people live within Heavenly Parent's holy community, attending Heavenly Parent as children and realizing one family under God. It has been said that if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move great mountains. Yet ours is a faith greater than a mustard seed, stronger even than that of David, who vanquished Goliath in the past. Therefore, if we march forward in the 7-year course with faith, attending True Father in heaven and True Mother on earth as our center, we will be able to substantially realize the firm establishment of the heavenly unified world and open the gates of the heavenly cosmos in heaven and on earth. I am therefore confident that we will succeed in bringing humanity to know about and attend our Heavenly Parent while True Mother is still on earth. In conclusion, I would like to thank you all once again for your devotion for this rally of hope. May Heavenly Parent and True Parent's blessings be with you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for that inspiring video recapping the amazing rally last week. It really was an incredible event and a huge success, so thank you so much. This morning, as we share and connect with thousands of people at one time and feel like one big international family, we also want to continue to support our local communities and offer our tithe, which we know is an important practice in our life of faith. So to make your local tithe, you can visit nationalfamilyservice.org and click the drop-down button Connect Locally or type #tithe in the Facebook chat. While you're doing that, we hope you enjoy this beautiful offertory song.
For our offertory song today, let's welcome the Philippine Headquarters Band all the way from the Philippines performing How Great Is Our God.
Good morning, brothers and sisters in America. We are the Philippine HU Band. We are very much fortunate to be given a chance to perform in your live Sunday service. We hope to inspire you through our offering song, so please enjoy.
Wow, we have so much talent all around the world. Thank you so much, Philippines, for your beautiful song. And thank you, everyone, for your offerings. Let us now welcome our main speaker today, Reverend Kevin Thompson, District Pastor of Northern California District and Pastor of the Bay Area Family Church. Welcome, Reverend Thompson.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. You've no idea how happy I am to be here. I finally made the big time, national service. If only my mother could see me now. Wow. You know, I was watching that video with Dr. Yoon's report, and I couldn't help but think, you know, True Mother said that we have to get the message of True Mother out to the whole world. And I had no idea how we were going to do that. Honestly speaking, I had no confidence we could do that. But that changed. That changed when we had the Rally of Hope. It changed everything, didn't it? Wow, and he's talking about SpaceX and Amazon, and they don't even know it, but they're playing into God's providence. It's amazing time. It really is amazing time. And you know, you don't even have to be very spiritual to know that you know the we've reached the tipping point. Things are changing. You know, I'm physically open. I'm not spiritual at all, but I can tell things are changing rapidly. It's an amazing time. We have two great resources to get the message out. The Rally of Hope, and there's going to be one each month till the end of the year. How wonderful is that? And also we have Mother's Memoir, the Mother of Peace. And I'm hearing nonstop testimonies from brothers and sisters about sharing the Mother of Peace book. I just heard yesterday from Wayne Hankins, a local member here, who said that he gave a copy of Mother's Memoir to a local dentist. And then that was about 3 weeks ago. Then the dentist showed up at his store, Wayne's store, and he said, I want to thank you for Mrs. Moon's book. I was very surprised about what I read. It was so well written and easy to read. I expected a preachy book that was all about her. But what I found was a fascinating story of her uplifting and crediting others for the good things they are doing. It's a book that gives me hope. I especially agree with the themes of our need to work much closer because of independence, mutual prosperity, and universally shared values. It's a very different message than what is now being aired. Great book. Thank you, Wayne. So, anybody know the subtitle of Mother's memoir? Mother of Peace. The subtitle is, And God Shall Wipe Away All Tears from Their Eyes. That's the time that we're living in. The end of God's providence, when God will wipe away all the tears from their eyes. In the book of Revelation, Revelation 21:6, it says, He said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life. Those who are victorious will inherit all of this, and I will be their God, and they will be my children. That's the time we're living in, the Alpha and now the Omega. In the Greek alphabet, Alpha's first, Omega's last. In the English alphabet, A to Z, or A to Z, as you say in America. You know, we begin our formal education by learning our ABCs, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. Come on, sing with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That's how we learn. Or in Japanese, they learn Sasi Suseso, Nani Nune no, Kaki Kukeko. I'm sure every language has some way to learn the alphabet, because you got to get the fundamentals right at the very beginning. If you don't get the fundamentals right, something goes off. So the alpha in this case was Adam and Eve in the beginning, and something went wrong. There was deficiency in the learning from the beginning. Somebody taught them the wrong alphabet, missed out 5 or 6 letters, and so they couldn't learn properly. God's providence begins with Alpha. Alpha is Adam and Eve. The center of God's world is Adam and Eve, made in God's image. He created them, male and female. And everything around for God revolves around Adam and Eve, the direct manifestations of God. So Adam and Eve are at the center. But what they need to do is then reciprocate and put God at the center. Put that God at the center of their life, their family, their culture. And that's where we went wrong. You know, true parents have taught us that our lives is to put God back at the center. The reason God blessed us is to put God back at the center of the family. The reason we have one family under God is to put God at the center of everything. But it went wrong in the Garden of Eden. And we've all reaped the rewards of that going wrong. And you might say, well, that's not fair. I wasn't even in the Garden of Eden. Yeah, none of us were. But still, it's like a factory, you know, that's going to make widgets. You got to get the first widget correct, or else all the widgets afterwards are going to be off. And that's humanity's situation. The first widget, the first Adam and Eve were off, and it created a culture that was off. That's why in Christianity, we talk about we need to be reborn, because our founding parents were something wrong. We have to be reborn through Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And these days, Jesus has anointed our true parents to make rebirth real, not just continuously spiritually reborn, but so that our children will be reborn once. They'll be born once, not reborn. They'll be born once, and that's it. They can live with God. They start a new lineage according to how it was supposed to be in the beginning. That's Alpha and Omega. You know, every 4 years we have the Olympics. You like the Olympics? One of my favorite sports in the Olympics is rowing. You know, you get the rowers and they're sitting in the boat and they're rowing. It's very interesting because they're rowing, they're going that way, but they're looking that way. They're not even looking where they're going. They're looking this way. What are they looking at? They're looking at the coach. They're looking at the coxswain, the person who's guiding them where to go. They cannot even see where they're going. But the coxswain, the coach, is telling them, keep going. All they need to do is focus on the coach and be in harmony with each other. Row together, centered upon the coach. That's how spiritual life should be. You know, we have to have faith in God's representative. We don't know everywhere we're going. Half the time, I have no idea where we're going, but I believe in the coach. The coach is our true parents. Today, our true mother is guiding us very clearly. And after Father Moon died, Mother was very clear what she was going to do. She was going to get us all into Chunbo One. She was going to get us all to register as tribal messiahs. And she was going to lead us in that direction. True parents are not do it all for you messiahs. They're going to teach us how to do it so we can also claim our victory and we can be part of God's providence going forward. So, you know, many people are getting qualified now for Chunbo One. And I want to tell all brothers and sisters, you can do so too. Look, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm telling you. So we can all qualify, but we got to stay focused on the coach. In the Bible, it tells Christians you got to focus on Jesus, fixate on Jesus. We should fixate on true parents. When you lose your fixation, when you lose your connection, you go all over the place. In the divine principle, it says, when the mind of John the Baptist was focused on God, he recognized Jesus as the Messiah and testified to him. Later, when the inspiration left him and he returned to a mundane state, great words, mundane state, his ignorance returned and exasperated his faithlessness. When you take your eyes off God, you get into a mundane state. You lose your focus. When I first joined the church, I was living in Pasadena House, and there was an elder Korean lady there who had joined the church before I was born. And every morning I would read the newspaper, and she told me, you got to stop reading the newspaper because you don't even know what you're reading. You should read Divine Principle 3 times before you read the newspaper ever again. She didn't know I was only reading the sports pages, but she was right. I couldn't figure out the world situation without a principled view. And so I focused on reading Divine Principle, and it helped me to have a worldview centered upon God. How wonderful is that? When you take your eyes off the providence When you take your eyes off what God is doing, you start to sink like Peter. Jesus told Peter, come and walk on the water. And Peter's walking on the water, but then he starts to take his eyes off Jesus. He starts to sink. Help me, Jesus. And, we just got to stay focused on the coach, and then we can stay with the providence. We can be filled with God's Spirit, and we can contribute to changing this world. It's a great time. I'm telling you, what I witnessed at the Rally of Hope is really a sign that Omega is coming. We're reaching the end point. God is working miracles through True Mother. It's amazing. Oh, I know some of you are skeptical and saying, wait a minute, Thompson, what are you talking about? Haven't you seen the news recently? Haven't you seen all the racial problems in America and all the riots and the looting and all the rest of it going on? I'm aware of all that. I know that's going on. But I want to tell you, racial disharmony is not going to be solved through external means. Racial disharmony, unfortunately, has been with America since its beginning. And when you have black and white, it's very difficult to bring them together, or two races, any two races, or even man and woman, how to bring them together. We need the process of emulsification. How many of you like mayonnaise? Mayonnaise, two of the key ingredients are oil and water. How are you going to get oil and water to come together? If you just put oil and water together, they just stay separated. You need one more element to come in to make mayonnaise, and that is eggs. Eggs can unify the oil and the water and make wonderful mayonnaise. You know what we need to bring the races together? Whether it's black and white or Hispanic or South American, North American, Middle Eastern, it doesn't matter. What we need to bring them all together is a third element, which is God. God is the emulsificator, which can pull people together. That's what we need. So we need God represented through our true parents, represented through the teachings, and represented through the blessing. That's what brings oil and water together. Without that, we cannot come together. We cannot stay together. If we kick out God, it's like kicking eggs out of the mayonnaise. It doesn't work. We cannot kick out God. We got to be one team, all working together. Speaking of teams, think about the San Francisco 49ers. I'm sure you think about them all the time. I used to say the Raiders, but the Raiders have now retired to Las Vegas. So 49ers. When the 49ers take the field, there's black people and white people and brown people. They don't care about any of that. They only care who's got the right shirt on, the 49ers shirt. They don't care about skin color. They care about, we have a unified purpose. The purpose is to play together and beat the other team. Mankind has to have a unified purpose. We have to have a clear goal. And the thing that identifies us is the blessing, that we are indeed one family under God. When we are one family under God, it doesn't matter the skin color. In fact, having different skin color and culture and language and everything is what makes life exciting. It's not something to separate us. It's something to hold us together. True parents are bringing that to the world. They are the emulsification, bringing together opposites. It's amazing we're living at this time. And many brothers and sisters, you're still hanging on. You're still here. Turn to somebody and tell them, I'm still here. I'm still here. I often say some of the people who I thought would never leave the church are long gone. And some of the people who I thought would never stay in the church, they're still here. And the biggest surprise of all is I'm still here. We're still here. We're still marching forward. I know we're tired. Some of you have been giving 40 and 50 years of your life to this providence, and you're wondering when it's going to happen. And maybe you got a little bit tired, but don't give up. I want to beg you, do not give up. God needs you. God wants you in the fight. Let's work together. We're approaching Omega. We're approaching the time when it can all happen. It's coming about. Brothers and sisters, don't give up. Keep going. I often tell our local church, one time I was looking for my glasses, my reading glasses, and I was searching the house and I was looking here and there. I couldn't find my glasses. Finally, I did the obvious thing. I asked my wife, "Where's my glasses?" And you know what she said? "They're right there on the end of your nose." My glasses were right there. I feel like, bringing world peace is like that. One day we'll realize it was right there in front of us. What we need to be is one family under God. We have the coach to make that happen. All we need to do is stay focused and find unity together, to row together, and we will cross the finishing line together. God bless you, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Reverend Thompson, for your great message. I love that analogy of the rowers focusing on the coach and rowing together to reach the end goal. To me, like that, I can resonate with that so much. And I feel like we're so lucky to have our true mother here as an amazing coach and leader. So anyways, thank you so much for that message. Reverend Thompson also prepared for us our reflection question for today. And the question is, what will your life be like in Chanilguk, the kingdom of heaven? Thank you. Now let's have our closing prayer. For our closing prayer today, let's go to Elizabeth, New Jersey to hear from Reverend E.J. Rapata, pastor of the Elizabeth Family Church.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us today. Please bow down your heads and join me in prayer. Hallelujah. All glory to you, our heavenly parents, our victorious true parents. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for all these wonderful things that has happened, for all the great words that we heard today from our Reverend Thompson. We are so thankful that we can finally see the end of this providence of restoration. But finally, Heavenly Parent, you can establish firmly your authority over all of the earth. We're a unified world, a world of peace, a world of harmony, a world of joy and happiness could emerge from the ashes of pain and suffering that has been happening around the world, Heavenly Parent. My eyes are swelling with tears, not of pain, not of suffering anymore, but of gratitude, of joy and happiness. Thank you, Heavenly Parent, for the opportunity of becoming owners of this work, of liberating people from the bondage of sin. And thank you for allowing us to partake in this opportunity that we can build through our own selves our way to the kingdom of heaven. Thank you to our beloved true parents for guiding us and allowing us to become part, to become a team, a unified team, which sole purpose is to bring victory to you and to you, our Heavenly Parent. We are so grateful that we can come together today as one family, as a national family in America and in the world, together with our own hands Together, we're true parents. We can be able to bring the Channelguk, the kingdom of heaven, a unified world on this earth. Thank you, and please be with us the rest of this week. And we thank you for everything. With gratitude, I'd like to offer this prayer in my name, Emiljan and Christine Rapada, as Blessed Central family. Aju. Aju.
Our closing performance today will be performed by Mark Hickler, Katie Carmer, and Joel Tembe-Bot from Arizona. They'll perform an original song called Peace Road, Peace Highway, dedicated to the Peace Road efforts happening right now.
O pilgrim, your journey's not at an end. Though you reach to Plymouth shore, there's many miles more before you reach home. Peace Road, Peace Highway, gonna build that endless skyway, working on the old Peace Road. And to you, whose names were blotted out in the night, you were forced to Jamestown shore but a single year before the pilgrim. Who could know how you nameless ones would bless this land? Through centuries of scorn, but continually reborn and enduring. Peace Road, Peace Highway, gonna build that endless skyway, working on the old Peace Road. O pilgrim, you came to set a city on a hill. That city, it still stands, but it's buried under sands of time and trouble. Peace Road, Peace Highway, gonna build that endless skyway, working on the old Peace Road. Journey on, your better angels stand beside you. On this hallowed battleground, we are marching to the sound of a heartbeat. Peace Road, Peace Highway, gonna build that endless skyway, so many miles before we reach home. Peace Road, Peace Highway, gonna build that endless skyway, working on the old Peace Road.
Thank you for joining us today. If your community has a meetup after the service, we encourage you to join that and continue building relationships with your local community. If you've enjoyed your experience this Sunday and want to see the development of more online ministry, we would love your support. So please type #coffee in the comments on Facebook to support our ministry team, and one of our team members will be in touch with you to share how you can support this ministry for the price of a cup of coffee. You can also visit nationalfamilyservice.org and click the purple button with the coffee icon that says support the service. Thank you again, brothers and sisters, for creating this service together every week. We love sharing our Sunday mornings with you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
sound.